U januaru 2011. godine SB, istraživačka grupa koja proučava studiju arhitekture, geometrije i građevinske oblike u dolini Bosanskih piramida, kao i razvijanje znanja sa stanovišta antropoloških i istorijskih otkrića stavljenih u ovaj kontekst, i sastoji se iz naučnika iz dvije italijanske institucije, sveučilište iz Trsta i Politehnike iz Milana. Oni su proveli test koristeći uređaj koji može pretvoriti ultrazvučne vibracije u čujne zvukove. Ultrazvučne vibracije utvrđene na vrhu piramide Sunca karakteristične su kao područje zvuka koje spada u zviždanje.
If you have such a powerful energy source and such a powerful focused energy beam with its strength and intensity rising as it moves away from this planet, it's possible to hit any point in the universe. If you can make that energy bridge between two cosmic bodies, then yes, you can transport anything you want. After all, we are only the frequency. Our bodies, they're just the frequency. Our thoughts, they're just the frequency. The stone is the frequency, just different frequencies. And then the vibration can go through that energy bridge. There are different ways for transportation. For example, when you have opera singer making high C, and if you have a glass in front of him, the glass will break. It means that the sound in this particular case have, the properties very destructive. But imagine if you change the frequency a little bit, like on your radio. Probably the sound will have the power not to destruct, but to move the glass, to lift it, to transport it. It's very possible that people in the past, they had the knowledge how to use different frequencies for different tasks. If it can be proven that you can transport anything, anywhere, then you have the biggest discovery ever. So you go much beyond our planetary borders. With this energy beam, it means that you have energy source which is free, with the huge intensity, and look what we have today. We have to build very expensive power plant, nuclear plant, with so many problems. When we transport the energy, we lose 70%. When we sell it, it's so expensive. But the whole system is based on such expensive energy, not to mention gas, oil, and so on. Here, we have possibility to get the free energy forever. It means that we can finally make society with equality. People will have more time to be happy. 120 years ago, one brilliant scientist called Nikola Tesla from Croatia, he made an experiment. From his lab, from so-called Tesla coils, some type of the transformers, he moved the energy in a wireless way 120 years ago. And at that time, there was a town called Colorado Springs with 20,000 homes. He brought the lights to 20,000 homes in a wireless fashion from his lab. So he was using ionosphere as the source of the energy, so he tapped there. And the planet, the Earth, he used as the condensator. So he was using everything that was free and available. And he managed to give the free power to the people for one night. Unfortunately, it seems that the interest of some corporations was not that we got the free energy, but the energy that they can sell. So all his patents and all his work was forgotten or put on the side. Now we have the second case, Bosnian Pyramids, that reminds us that there is a source of free energy.
Dr. Osmanagich vjeruje da bivajući unutar tunela Ravne i serije podzemnih prolaza i komora u blizini Bosanske piramide sunca također pomaže liječenju tijela. On dalje objašnjava.
Under the 5 pyramids in Bosnia, we have discovered the network of the tunnels and chambers and lakes. When you enter there, you feel so peacefully. It's calm, the air circulation is perfect. People who built it, they had such advanced engineering skills, and you feel so much better when you are inside. People who have problems with asthma, when they get in there, they finally breathe normally. People who had some other problems, they simply feel much better just by being there. So we wanted to find out about this phenomenon. So we had instruments that can measure the negative radiations. In this room right now, we can feel on subconscious level several negative radiation. The first one is the cosmic radioactivity. We don't see that, but it hits the surface of the planet constantly, and it's negative, damaging for our body. Then you have negativity from the inside of the planet. Number 3, you have underground water flows. Whenever you have underground rivers, you have negative energy coming up, attacking our body. Then there is some phenomenon called Hartmann's grid. We are surrounded by so many sources of negative radiations. We have several instruments to measure them. Once we enter the tunnels, the results for all these radiations were 0. In other words, no cosmic, no underground water negative energies, no Hartmann grids, no negative radiations.
Dr. Osmanagich je lično osjetio poboljšanje vlastitog zdravlja provodeći vrijeme u tunelima Ravne.
Our cells do not need to fight that negative radiations, and they can do their job that they were originally signed to, meaning they are supposed to balance the energies in our body, to balance and harmonize all our body organs, and to fight toxins. And what we are going to do in 2011 in summer, we are going to measure 100 volunteers, their state of health before entering the tunnels and after. I was the first one, who was tested before and after. Before, they measured 65 points in my bodies, all the body organ, the pressure, the blood, everything. One of the things they found out was that whenever you have organs in pairs, like chest, you got left and right hand side, usually one organ works better, the other one is kind of a little bit slower. In case of my chest, my left side works better. Why? Because when we breathe, we don't breathe properly, we should breathe much deeper instead of what we do. So left side is kind of better than the right side. I went to the tunnels. I came back after a couple of hours. What happened? The cells did not have to fight radiation, so they were communicating in the body. They were taking the energy from this side to the right side. So they were acting very diligently. Now they were doing their job.
Volonteri Fondacije za iskopavanje Bosanske piramide sunca još odstranjuju naslage materijala sa unutrašnje strane tunela Ravne i otkrivaju nove prolaze. Dr. Osmanagich sada dijeli svoje razmišljanja šta se dogodilo da su tuneli u jednom dijelu istorijskog razdoblja bili zatrpani.
The second civilization that came there, for some reason they decided to hide whatever is behind those tunnels because they need to lead somewhere. And it seems that they systematically cleaned those tunnels from bones and artifacts and tools because we find almost none. So it is a big mystery at this point. Why would somebody use hundreds of thousands of tons of material to fill everything up, bring millions of small blocks from the riverbeds in order to make those dry walls? So it's mystery after mystery in Bosnia.
Mi zloupotrebljavamo naš planet ubrzano iscrpljujući njene dragocijene darove kao što je pitka voda. Dr. Osmanagich zagovara da mijenjamo naše stavove učeći kako su ranije civilizacije živjele, kao i ponovnim otkrivanjem naše vlastite unutrašnje prirode i božanstvenosti.
Today we rely on technology, cameras, computers, cranes, automobiles. People in the past had different ways how to build, how to erect, how to transport. They've created such ingenious structures like the pyramids. You see how we live today. We behave like we are the conqueror of the planet. We destroy everything in front of us, the plants, the animals. Who gives us that right? We are supposed to live in harmony with this planet. Today we act 99% as the materialistic beings, only after the money, that's why we live in such a stressful environment, because we create such environment. If we want the change will not come from the outside. It comes from within. First we need to change ourselves. We need to learn how to live in harmony, how to balance our spiritual and our physical aspects. Once we do that, we start working on our environment, in our surroundings, and that's how we change the world.
Dr. Osmanagich poziva volontere da dođu u visoko i sudjeluju u istraživačkom radu na piramidama i tunelima ispod njih.
Discovered in Bosnia is the world's cultural heritage. It belongs to the whole world, not to one man, one foundation, one little country. So far, archaeological research belonged to the elites. Only archaeologists could go on the important archaeological site, and only selected archaeologists could go on the most important sites. In our case, we proclaim to be open for everyone. Whoever wants to become a part of the project, they are welcome to come in Bosnia. They can come and work with us 1 shift, 1 week or 2 weeks, and they will get a unique experience. So when I say it belongs to the world, really anyone can come and see what we have and be part of it, so they can be volunteers or researchers or scientists or alternative scientists or tourists. It is open for everyone. We need to raise our consciousness. People need to be aware of such wonderful archaeological site.
Hvala vam, Dr. Semir Osmanagich, što ste razgovarali s nama o svom zagonetnom otkriću u gradu Visoko, a također i naša zahvalnost vašoj fondaciji za pomoć u otkrivanju dijela fascinantnog drevnog arhitektonskog nasljeđa čovječanstva. Očekujemo da u nadolazećim godinama više čujemo o otkrićima začuđujućih bosanskih piramida.